On the blip today, Red announces which carriers its $1,200 smartphone will come to, Lenovo teases its Notchless smartphone, and Samsung announces a key feature for the Galaxy Note 9, Bixby 2.0. No. Let's get right to the blip. Welcome, fellow nerds. It is me, Jamocha from Sounds Nerdy, and this is The Blip, the show in which I cover news, highlights, and events from the world of tech. And let's get to our first story, which is, for over a year now, we've been hearing about Red's intention to get into the smartphone market, and now we know which carriers they will launch their phone on. That will be Verizon and AT&T. Sorry, Sprint and T-Mobile, you don't get the phone. Now let's go over some of the key features of the phone. The back of the phone will have Kevlar and metal throughout it, along with accessory modular pins at the bottom of the phone. The phone will also have grips on the side that will contour to your fingers so you can grip the phone more easily. As this is a slightly larger phone than our normal phones today, I feel those grooves are much needed. The phone will have a 5.7-inch display with 2560 by 1440 resolution when in 2D mode. Now, the key feature of the phone is its holographic tech, which Red's founder Jim Gennard is calling 4V resolution. The Hydrogen 1, which it is called, will be demoed by AT&T on June 2nd and June 3rd at an event hosted by AT&T. Red says the base version of the phone will have an aluminum body and be priced at $1195, and the pricier model will have a titanium body priced at $1595. So a little steep for both of those phones, but $1,600 for a titanium phone, it's a little up there. Now, I don't expect the phone to actually sell very well, as it seems to be geared towards a very niche market and it's also too expensive for most consumers, but I do look forward to learning more about the specs of the phone at the AT&T event. Now, our second story, Lenovo is teasing a notchless all-screen phone. It seems most Android makers these days are trying to copy Apple by going with the notch, but not Lenovo. They're going in a different direction. They're going to feature a phone that has no notches and is going to be almost bezel to bezel on all four corners. As you can see from the pictures and the renders, this phone looks absolutely gorgeous. The Z5, which it is called, will benefit from 4 technological breakthroughs and 18 patented technologies, according to VP Chang Chen, which seems necessary given that the all-screen phone will require Lenovo to hide the components for the selfie cam, the speakers, and the sensors all under the screen. As this is just a render at this point, I do hope this device comes true, and this will put some much needed pressure on Samsung and Apple to perfect their embedded technology. And our final story is Samsung announces a key feature for the Galaxy Note 9, Bixby 2.0. Now, upon hearing that Samsung had a key feature to announce, I was excited that it would be that they have finally figured out how to embed the fingerprint scanner under the screen.
Not so fast!
Instead, it's Bixby 2.0. Now, in October, it was reported that Bixby 2.0 would make use of Samsung's acquisition of Viv to both encourage more conversational commands and as well as deep thinking, multiple users, and more. Now, even with those additions, Bixby still has some growing up to do. She can be temperamental, she doesn't listen half the time, nor understand the other half. Does this sound familiar, guys? Samsung still needs to put a lot of work into her if they hope she can compete with the likes of Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. So as my personal use with Bixby, I'm not a fan of Bixby at this point, but hopefully the 2.0 version will improve on a lot of those areas that Bixby is struggling in. So we'll see, and I'm going to give Samsung some leeway and the benefit of the doubt that they will further mature Bixby, and hopefully for their sake that she can start to be more useful and compete with, Alexa, Siri, and Google Assistant. And that's all the news I have for you on the Blip today. If you want to comment about any of these stories I reported on today, please do so down in the comments below. I will respond to your comments. I want to thank you for taking the time to check out this video. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And while you're at it, Also subscribe to our channel, and when you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post new videos to our channel. I want to thank you again. I have been Jamocha. You can follow me on Twitter at SNJamocha, and also follow Sounds Nerdy on Twitter at Sounds Nerdy. And make sure you check out our Twitter feeds. We have a lot of conversations on there that do not necessarily make it into the videos. If you want to be a part of that conversation, make sure you go check that out. And until the next video, guys, stay nerdy.